is Fongon Konyak, please.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, for giving me this opportunity to speak on the motion of thanks of the presidential address. As I stand here today in support of the motion of thanks,
Please.
I begin by stating that the India we live in since 2014 is the new India, and our first tribal women president,
Please.
a fact that I, as
Hey,
a
1 minute,
tribal-
just 1 minute. Point of rule.
Sir, हमारे
Rule.
130.
Please rule.
Sir, 132.
हाँ.
Sir, this is the when there is a budget discussion going on. Honorable Chairman, sir, is very strict to rules, procedure, precedents.
Yes.
So हमारे यहाँ पे आज ये डिबेट चल रहा है प्रेसिडेंट थैंक
132 is disposal of amendments. Sorry.
एक भी
No, not
कैबिनेट
entertain.
मंत्री
No, you
मौजूद
have
नहीं है
quoted
सर।
wrong rule.
एक भी कैबिनेट
You have
मंत्री
not
मौजूद
quoted
नहीं।
wrong. You have quoted
एक
wrong
भी
rule.
कैबिनेट मंत्री
Please.
मौजूद नहीं।
आ रहे हैं वो. Please.
कैबिनेट
Please. आप please. माननीय शक्ति सिंह गोयल जी, please take your seat. Please take your seat. You have quoted wrong rule, so not allowed. Please. गए हैं माननीय मंत्री. Please आप बोले. आपकी बात ही रिकॉर्ड पे जा रही है. Please. आप बोले आपकी बात रिकॉर्ड पे जा रही है. माननीय मंत्री नहीं, माननीय सेंट्रल
I
मिनिस्टर.
begin by placing on record that the
Please,
India we
Abole.
live in since 2014 is the new India,
Yes.
and our first tribal women president, a fact that I, as a tribal,
Rule sahi
am
quote
also
kariye,
proud of.
please.
In her presidential speech,
Yes.
has amply highlighted the path our country has undertaken to come forward.
Please let her speak. Please, you speak. आपका समय अभी से, please आप बोले.
This is seen all over the country as well as in the northeastern region and my state Nagaland too. Without doubt, India is growing by leaps and bounds, and the northeastern region is also experiencing a paradigm shift under our leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji. Being from the region, I know how deprived we were and how far Delhi felt. There was no real effort to reach out to the region. Today, the northeastern region is getting its due share of attention and affection it deserves. As a witness to the unprecedented development and progress across the region, most importantly, it must be stated that the northeastern region is now emotionally integrated with the rest of the country. The northeastern region is poised to play a bigger role in the years to come with the Act East policy, which earlier was the Look East policy. The northeastern region will play an increasingly important role in the development of the country as a whole. India now is going through a very crucial phase where the next 25 years will set the tone for India's growth and progress. In this journey, the northeastern region will shift from the periphery to the mainstream and contribute towards national progress. In health sector, one of the most revolutionary schemes introduced by the central government is the Ayushman Bharat Yojana. In my state, Nagaland, the beneficiaries of this scheme amount to over 2.3 lakh households. I have personally seen the impact that this scheme has in the lives of the people who now have access to quality health care. And everywhere you go in Nagaland, you hear people saying constantly, Modi ke piche khushi paishe, which means we are very grateful to Modi. It is a fact that Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji is hugely popular across the northeastern states because of his wise and astute leadership. When our president spoke about the infrastructural development, the northeastern region has been a major beneficiary of infrastructural development. I was also there present when on 18th December 2022, when Prime Minister Modi laid the foundation stone, inaugurated and dedicated projects worth over 2,450 crores for Meghalaya during the Golden Jubilee celebration of the Northeast Council. In Assam, the Bogibeel Bridge connects Assam and Arunachal. And this is a standing testimony of the infrastructural development taking place in the Northeast. While in Manipur, the world's tallest pier bridge is on the verge of completion, and also the first national sports university is set to be established in Manipur. We see the commitment of the Modi government in the Northeast. In Nagaland, we now have 2 medical colleges coming up, one in Kohima and one in Mon district. Connectivity in Nagaland has also increased. For a small state like Nagaland, where agriculture is the mainstay of the people, its famous ghost chili, the king chili, has been exported. A total of 2,04,477 beneficiaries have registered under the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, the PM Kisan scheme in Nagaland. Similarly, another northeastern state, Tripura, is seeing a lot of positives in the field of agriculture. And this is a result of the proactive policies pursued by the Modi government. In fact, in 2022, Tripura exported pineapples worth 14 crores to Dubai, Qatar, and Bangladesh, besides exporting other fruits and horti products to countries like England and to Germany. It was the first of its kind. It was a waterway consignment. Kisan Rail and Kisan Udan schemes of the central government are benefiting the farmers of Tripura immensely. In the pursuit of making India the logistic hub of the world, the introduction of the PM Divine scheme, which is the Prime Minister's development initiative for Northeastern region, will play a massive role. It aims at rapid and holistic development of the Northeastern region by funding infrastructure and social development projects. In the spirit of PM's Gadi Shakti, it will ensure livelihood for the youth of the region and fill the developmental gaps in various sectors. The Naga political issue, which has been mentioned twice today in the motion of thanks, the people of Nagaland are grateful that under Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, the framework agreement has been signed in August 2015. Talks which had been going on for decades have, under Honorable Prime Minister Modi, proactively moved forward, and we are hopeful that the negotiating parties will come to a conclusion soon with a solution that is honorable, acceptable, and sustainable. Women empowerment has been the hallmark of the Modi government, and I, as the first women MP to represent my state here in the August House, after Nagaland attained statehood in 1963, is an example of inclusive governance. Successive earlier political parties and governments never thought of this. But under the double-engine government of Narendra Modi ji, today I am here representing my state. Also, I like to thank the inclusive vision of our Honorable Prime Minister that has brought in a luminary, an icon from the field of sports, and a small-time worker like me from the most backward area of Nagaland, where, as mentioned earlier, 100 years, after 100 years, we're getting a second railway station, which has been commissioned in Sukhumvit last year. With gratitude, I accept the Honorable senior member gave his congratulations, and with gratitude, I accept his congratulations because my election has also given a lot of hope to the women of Nagaland. It has given a lot of hope to the women across Northeastern region and also the well-wishers across the country. I accept the congratulations without the rider that followed it. Harnessing Nari Shakti has been a crucial factor in moving India upward in the developmental index. And in the northeastern states, schemes like Ujjwala Yojana, Jal Jeevan Mission has brought much relief to our mothers, sisters, and daughters. Women empowerment is about many things, including creating an enabling environment for women to come forward. It is about opening Sainik schools for female students. It is also about commissioning women officers in the armed forces. It is about bringing in women in the cabinet with key portfolios like external affairs, like defense, like finance. It is about celebrating the girl child with schemes like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, and which has led to the increase in female sex ratio of 120 females for every 1,000 males. As I conclude, I would like to state some figures because this morning education also came out, educational institutions. Female students outnumber their male counterparts at every level of higher education in Nagaland. The All India Survey on Higher Education for 2021, released on 29 January by the Union Ministry of Education, reflected that out of 46,954 students enrolled at various levels in Nagaland, there are 21,750 males and 25,204 females. Overall, the enrollment in higher education institutions rose from 37,000 125 in 2012-13 to 46,954 in 2020-21, which represents an increase of 26.51 in the past decade. Nationwide, male students slightly outnumber females. But in the northeastern region, however, female enrollment stands at 6.14 lakhs in 2021, which is higher than the male enrollment of 5.92 lakhs. And this trend has been seen since 2018-19. In 2012-13, 4 universities in Nagaland, there was 1 central and 1 open university, as well as 2 private universities, and 59 colleges. In 2020 and 21, now, the number of universities increased to 5 with an addition of 1 private university, and the number of colleges has gone up to 68. All these facts and figures show that the northeastern region is now on the path of peace, progress and development under Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. And with these words, I welcome and support the presidential address. Thank you.
Shrimati